everyone. Welcome back to FemmeTarot. I'm Natalie. This is your general spiritual reading for September. Please take it as you will, take it as it resonates. And if this reading does not resonate, then I would suggest that you go ahead and check the other videos according to your rising sign and your moon sign. Those might resonate a little bit more. Also, generally, it's good to start with your moon sign, but if you don't know your moon sign, there are lots of resources on the internet where you can find out your big three. Big three meaning your sun, your rising, and your moon. It really helps to put things into perspective, and it also helps when you watch these types of videos to find what resonates more for you. Thanks for watching. Cancers, let's have a look at September 2023 for you. Right, let's start with the overall theme of the month. What is the overall energy? How does the energy feel like for September for you, dear Cancers? Let's have a look. Just one card, please, dear Spirit. Theme like for you, dear Cancers? It's a lot. We have 6 planets in retrograde right now. Okay, this one. All right, this one was flipped over. So we have here the 7 of Cups. Decisions, dear Cancer. You're not gonna have. You cannot avoid it. There's nothing much you can do, but it's finally now is the time. Summer's almost done. It's almost over where you have to start making some decisions, some of which feels to me that they are painful. Okay? They're not easy for you to get to get to that point. Decisions about your home, about your family, about the status of your marriage, maybe, or your relationship. Decisions about children going to college or university. I feel some of you might not feel that maybe the choice was not right or it could be wrong. I just feel that you're at that place where you're sort of second guessing and doubting some decisions you've made. And now it's like going back. Like it feels to me that you're going back trying to renegotiate with yourself about these decisions, about wrong decisions that you made, or you feel that they're wrong, or okay. So let's see. What else can Spirit tell us about? Okay, 2 cards. Oh, cute. All right. Why am I saying cute? Because they look very similar, the dog and the badger. Okay. So we have the dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. This is about being loyal to, yes, to what you love. Again, it is connected to decisions. And if you're second guessing something, be loyal to that decision that you made. You made it for a reason. At the time that you made it was the right thing to do. Now, in hindsight 2020, they say, yes, but sometimes you cannot change the outcome of things just because you've had sort of like a light bulb moment or a moment of realization that maybe that wasn't the right thing. Yeah, at the time that you took action or you made a decision or you wanted to change something, it was right. So stick with it. Stick with it. Badger spirit, be fearless and bold. Really, look, both cards are very, very similar. They are like be loyal to what you love and be fearless and bold. Cancers, don't allow for you to get too much in your own feelings, too much in your own head. This is not getting anywhere. And this month is going to be confusing. September is going to be confusing. There's going to be a lot going on where you're going to be like, okay, this is expected from me. I have to do 1, 2, 3. But do I really want to do it? Or do I really want to do it this way? Right. But there's a back and forth. I feel like a back and forth. Cards are saying it loud and clear. No back and forth. Stick to that decision. Whatever it is that you decided, whatever it is that you are, whatever way you're heading or path you created for yourself, stick to it. Be loyal to your own decision making. Be loyal to not just be loyal, but be confident in your intuitive skills, into your own decision making skills. Just stick with it. There's no back and forth because I feel that a lot with you, Cancers. So this month is going to be about more decision making, more changes, or they're not going to happen in the month of September, I'm getting, but it is more about setting the mood or sort of like planning ahead. And some of you are sort of, you know, just putting it aside or delaying things or delaying from that. Spirit is saying, just don't block it, don't delay it, don't try to change it, don't second guess it. You're in it, okay, right now. So allow for it to happen, allow for it to unfold. And what I mean by it, whatever it is that you're second guessing, not second guessing, but doubting right now, okay, whatever it is just now it's out there. You have to go. You have to go with it. You have to go with it. Let's see what Tara has to say about you. What's the energy around you? Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Getting too emotional about this. Your decision making shouldn't be based on your emotions. Yes, we're human beings. Of course, we're led by emotions. We get influenced by our own emotions. But cancers, you do tend to be very too emotionally um in tune, let's say, not only with your own, but with other people's, because you're empathic. So you do absorb that. But that can be confusing because you're not picking up your own energy. You're not picking up what's good for you, but you're picking up other people's as well. So it's just be more, protect more your energetic field, protect more your own feelings. You don't need to be a sponge every time for everything, especially when you're in this uh, new precipice, I want to say, of how things, Spirit just said, what we're seeing is that change is coming on how things are done for you, how you do things. That's what's coming and what's changing. And I feel that that's probably what you're picking up or you're feeling, but that it's also confusing you, which is sort of holding you back. And you're like, maybe I should do things differently, or maybe I should do this, should do that. Knight of Cups. This is about being tuned. Yes, listen to your emotions, listen to your intuition. This is also, that to me, this card also is about intuition. So it's connect with all that, but without overdoing it and overthinking, because overthinking can lead to all sorts of other issues, right? Let's see, what was it in the past? 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands. So this is the past. Let me look at how it will unfold for you. The situation. Yeah, this is you not taking action. This is what is unfolding in September is due to you kind of like being a little bit more inactive than you should. The Emperor, right? How it will unfold. So good news. So this is about, as I said, 7 of Wands. It's more about just being defensive about who I am, about what I'm doing, my future plans, just without wanting to explain, without wanting me to share, without me wanting to also take big risks. I don't feel this. You are in a place right now where you want to be taking risk. But when it comes to how the situation and how September is going to unfold for the future for October November, etc. The Emperor. This is incredible. This to me just shows teaching you to be more strategic, teaching you to be a little bit more structured when it comes to future planning. Okay. But it's also about reevaluating your strategy, reevaluating your future steps, your future plans, and just really being true to you and not, as I said just previously, that don't allow for other people's energies, other people's emotions, other people's opinions to influence you towards a direction that your heart, your soul, your intuition, everything's not 100% in. Kind of raising maybe not red flags, but beige flags. Okay. So something's up there, and you listen closely. You listen closely to what is coming through. With this emperor as well. It's about, looking at things, step out of yourself and look at them from an outside lens. It doesn't always have to be through your lens. We are not always objective. We are subjective because we are led by emotions, by ego, by past experiences. We get influenced by how people we care about how people see us. So all these factor into something that sometimes might lead us to perceive things not in an objective way, but perceive them in a subjective way. So Spirit is saying just be more objective, step back, step away and just see things from a different light. Pretty much that's what you should be doing and you will be doing in September as well. Let me see. So I need a clarifying for 7 of Wands. 2 cards. Okay, I'll take this one here and this one here because this is what I wanted. Burn Sacred Fire. Wands is a fire, by the way, in tarot, in case you didn't know. So, Burn Sacred Fire. This with the 7 of Wands. This is really saying that sometimes you've worked really hard on building something, creating something, building a relation, really investing in a relationship too. But sometimes you just have to burn that, okay? Especially if it's been hurtful to you, it's been manipulative, it's been, it hasn't been serving you in any positive way. It's sometimes you just have to let go. You just have to burn that bridge. You have to burn that desire, even. You have to be honest to yourself and say, I have, even with temptation, I'm hearing temptation. So I feel this might be very specific to someone watching this, a Cancer watching this, Cancer sun, rising, or moon. But temptation, I feel that it might also be that, let's say you're in a relationship, you're married, you met someone outside of your marriage. I'm not saying you did anything or you didn't do anything, but I feel that emotionally very connected to this person and temptation is there. Temptation is there. But on the other hand, maybe you've discussed with your spouse or your partner about turning a new leaf, starting to build to try to work on your relationship, start counseling, whatever it is. But then there's that there's temptation that is kind of pulling you away from that, and you're finding yourself thinking, did I, am I doing this right? Should I actually tell my spouse, my partner, whatever, that, this is not working out and should we end it now? Because I do see it ending at some point because of this. And I realize that now because I have feelings for someone else. Or do I just ignore that and really focus on this relationship and take my chances whether this is going to work out in the end or not? So do you see where I'm going with that? But I feel this is very specific for someone who's watching this. So, and Spirit is saying, burn that, that temptation, that desire, that you don't need it right now because you have other things to deal with. And that is a test. That is a challenge for you. That person came into your life as a to test you and see how much work have you really done on yourself? How much are you willing to do and change to improve your life and change the situation in your life? The results might not be visible now, but they can be visible soon, in the future, in the far future. It doesn't matter when. It doesn't matter. It's not. It's part of human nature where we want when we do something. When there is an action, there should be a reaction. Or when we do something, we want to see the results straight away. It is the way that it is. It's human nature. It's also the way that society is right now because we have social media information, and we have access to information instantly. We get information instantly. We get what we want instantly. I'm hungry. I'm just gonna order something in, and it's gonna be delivered in my place. I want something. So we're used to not waiting. We're used to not getting what we want straight away. But this is not how it works. Okay, this is not how it works in the spirit world. It is not how it works with energy. It's time, as I've said, is completely it's yeah, that's subjective to how we view time, how we feel time, because time is non-linear. It's just not. It's live in different dimensions, and they're all part of these. It's like a rainbow cake. It's like layers. So we're on this layer, and spirit is on the top or higher layers of this rainbow cake. So not everything is we don't we just because we perceive things the way we do as human beings, and we were told, taught, and educated in a certain way, doesn't mean that this is how it really works. And once you figure out how it works, dear cancers, that's how you change your life. That's how you manifest everything that you desire, that you want. Here, the Emperor alchemist. This is about strategy, as I said. This is about being more strategic. This is about you being more structured. You're thinking with your feelings, with everything. It's for you to really sort of ground yourself, recenter yourself. You're a bit all over the place. But it's all coming together, and you will have to realize that decisions that you don't make are going to be made for you. And that's when the journey is going to be longer and more painful and more challenging. You make the decision, and if you don't allow for someone else or something else to make that decision for you, you have the sense of control. You are more prepared for it. You can lead the way. You can lead the way just like Alexander the Great led the Greeks to the different lands to discover new cities, new lands, and they learned so much and they absorbed a lot from those new cultures, right? These new places they visited. So yeah, he lost a lot. He lost army. He lost horses. He lost so much along the way during that uh, quest, let's say. But he came out, but he was named Alexander the Great. He was one of the greatest in history. He he just yeah, he died young because I can hear the counter argument in a sense, but he took control. He said change has to be done. I need to find out more. I need to absorb more knowledge and learn more and just really take some risks. Go out there and see where it takes you. So same applies for you. For you, dear cancers. Let me see what the overall outcome is going to be. September. No, I have to bring everything a little bit closer. I'm sorry with the camera there. So one card, please. Outcome 4 cancers, please. Sometimes it takes a while. There you go. Okay, I had 3 cards here. Well, if these 3 wanted to pop out, then I'll take them. So, and I'll see, look, the magician. The magician is about manifesting. What did I say before? This is about manifesting, creating the world around you. Again, look at this. We have, where did we have that? Okay. Could have been in my mind's eye. That I saw the symbol of eternity, and I see it here. And then we have the Hanged Man. And we have the 9 of Swords. But here's the thing. Here what we have here. Manifesting can take a little bit longer. Okay. It can be delayed. But again, it has to do with decisions that you have to take this month. How assertive you are, how confident you are, and burning some bridges that no longer serve you and just moving forward from that. They're showing you the way. They're pretty much showing you the way. The Hanged Man, this is about changing mindset, seeing things from a different light, a different lens, from being not just step out of your own skin, step out of your own let's say archetype and who you are. Archetype is not even the right word, but step out of who you are or who you think you are and see and view things from a different lens, from a clear lens. People that you trust and you feel connected to, they can help you with that. They can. You just have allowed you We have to allow people to be honest and transparent with us for them to be that, okay? And it's good if you hear someone else's opinion who loves you and comes from love. It always helps sometimes sort of reevaluate things and see things differently. You've got to also allow people, meaning that people sometimes they're not 100% honest or 100% transparent. They don't want to hurt our feelings. They don't want to tell us something that might affect our relationship with them. There's a myriad of reasons why. But if you give them that permission, someone you trust and you value their opinion and you know them and you know they come from a place of love, they can also help you with that. Nine of Swords is pretty much like you've got to you're almost there. Like literally you're almost there, but you still have to weed out some stuff that kind of growing and you're turning a blind eye. So this is about like, look, these eyeballs too. It might not look great, but it's symbolically it's about like taking your eyes out and just seeing from different angles and different viewpoints and get some help. Like ask for people who love you to help you with that if you have a hard time because cancer is you're cancers. You have a hard shell, but deep down you're sensitive souls. You care about other people and care about what other people think about you and say about you and how they perceive you. So it's important for you to be surrounded by the right people. Okay. The people who best for you and love you unconditionally and deep down. So, yes, a month of a month of decisions, a month of clarity, a month where you will have to take more action, be more strategic, be more organized, be more assertive as well with what you want. All this is coming, but you know what? This is leading somewhere, and this is something bigger for you, brighter and happier and joyful. So this is what Spirit